I was born and raised in the Philippines, specifically in Tuguegarao City, Cagayan Valley. I remember so vividly that every 5 p.m. we would weave our baskets because when the sun is setting, the air is cooling. That makes our rattan or our bamboo malleable. So I was doing this when I was like 7 until I was 17. I did not know how to speak English until I was 17. Then I moved to the States when I was 19, and that's when I was confronted with the pressure of learning more English. My vocabulary was very limited. My accent was very, very thick. You're in the US now. You shouldn't have that thick Filipino accent. I'm a visual artist. When I moved to the US, everything that I was seeing was painting. And I tried so hard to fit in, and I thought, maybe I should paint too. Maybe I should do everything that they were doing. After a week of painting, I was like, why am I painting? My ideas and everything that I wanted to do, I could not articulate in painting. I could not articulate in brushstrokes. I was taught by my grandmother to weave. Also, I was trained as a folk dancer to preserve our culture through movement and through dance. And so, after a week, I went back to my studio and I started dancing. I just dance every day with the paintings that I was doing around me and trying to reconnect back to my childhood. I started looking back at basketry and then abstracting that form, abstracting the materials of what I was doing when I was a kid. And then I started integrating my movement into this weaving, the gracefulness of the hands when it goes in on the warp and it goes out and then around. I saw my identity and culture merging into my work. I saw myself loving what I do again and reconnecting back to my childhood. Banig is a Filipino traditional mat that is used for sleeping, sitting, celebrating, birthing, and any religious or spiritual activities. Banig is usually made of natural leaves, pandan, or grasses like pikog, or fibers like buri. And weavers, they abstract patterns from their surroundings and integrate it into the banig. I have an intimate relationship with this object from birth to death. I was born on a banig. The banig that I was born on was the same mat that they used when they found my father's body on a river when he drowned. So they wrap his body with this mat in order for him to get buried. The making of the banig doesn't start when two reeds go on top of each other. It starts from planting the plant, from cultivating the plant until harvesting. I brought some of those materials from the Philippines and gave it presents here in the US. But then I ran out of materials. What did I do? I started looking at alternatives. I started looking at cattails that grows in Massachusetts and Rhode Island where I live. Looking at them as if they are pandan leaves, boiling them and treating them as if they are indigenous materials from the Philippines. And I look at accents, English words and language, words that I can only find here, that I encounter here in the US, and integrate it to my life and in vocabulary. And so I think materiality and language and accent and words are mirroring each other in my work.